Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm getting ready to fix me some lemon chicken. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put me a little bit of oil in my pan. Not a whole lot, just enough to saturate the chicken in the oil. Which is probably about maybe a tablespoon or so of it. And when I get the chicken out, I'll put it in the bowl and rinse it a little bit, folks. Because I like to rinse my chicken. But how y'all doing today, folks? I want to get in here and say hi to you. Hope you're doing okay. I was going to fix my lemon chicken, so I thought I'd go ahead and share it with you all. It's not that much. I've only got like 2 pieces in this bag. I took it out of the freezer and thawed it out in the microwave. But what I'm going to do real quick here is stick it in this bowl and rinse it. And then I'll probably pat it dry with a paper towel. I absolutely love lemon pepper chicken, folks. I think it's got the best taste. But what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to take this butter, which is, I'm not allowed to have that much butter, folks, because I have high cholesterol and high triglycerides. So I use a couple of tablespoons of butter. I ain't got very many places to set you, so this is where I had to set you tonight. And then there's a little bit of grease in here. And I'm going to put this butter in the microwave and I'm going to melt it and pour it over my chicken. And then when I do that, folks, and saturate it in my oil, I'm going to take this is lemon juice, and dump that over my chicken. And then once I get that done, then I'm going to take this and finish it off with this lemon pepper seasoning. And it is going to be so good. Let me get my butter thawed out here, folks. I fixed this before. My husband's at an auction tonight. He called to see how we were doing just a while ago. So we don't have to worry about him interfering with the video. He doesn't mean to do it, folks. He just doesn't know when I'm going to make a video, so he winds up calling. We got a big old snake down there in our chick pen, folks. And I don't know what kind it is. I didn't get close to it. But what I did is I went and bought, well, Bobby actually ordered me one online. He got me a snake trap. It's all it is, folks, is a minnow trap. But it's been known to catch snakes. So here's my oil here, folks, and I'm not putting very much because of my cholesterol. And I'm going to take that butter and put it in there too when I get my chicken dried off with a paper towel. Yesterday, for supper, I fixed me and my husband some chicken livers. I don't know if y'all like chicken livers or not, but they turned out really good. I took my flour and put some chicken bouillon in it. You know, that quick bouillon. I put that in it. And let's see, I put pepper in it. And there, I didn't really put a whole lot in it, folks. I put a little touch of garlic in it was all. And that's about it, about what I told you. And it tasted pretty good. I'll show you that bouillon, but I gotta wash my hands off first. Okay, now I'm gonna take it and dip it in my oil on both sides. Get the chicken saturated with the oil, because this is gonna keep the meat from drying out, folks. Some people cook their chicken on 40 minutes. I'm cooking mine on 60. Everybody does it differently, I guess. But I got my butter on it now. And I'll wash my hands and I'll show you that chicken sauce I got. If you're fixing anything that pertains to chicken, folks, you can use that chicken bouillon. They tell me I'm not really supposed to eat butter, but I'm kind of breaking the rules tonight, folks. I just can't help it. I like the taste of butter. Okay, now I'm going to take my lemon juice and I'm going to dump it on top. And then I'm going to take my lemon pepper seasoning here and I'm going to put it on there. It's going to be ready to go in the oven here shortly, folks. As soon as I get my lemon pepper seasoning on it. Turn it over, do it on the other side. I'm not going to use that bouillon in this tonight, folks, because I'm having lemon pepper chicken. There it is, folks. I don't know if I can get you to see it or not. I can't. I really don't have no place to point you down to. Let me see if I can move you up some. But anyway, I'll take it and stick it in the oven, put it on for 60 minutes. I couldn't get y'all in there, folks. The way this keyboard's set up, it's a new tablet. And the keyboard is not real cooperative when it comes to sitting on something. Because I don't really have anybody to hold the camera and put a camera on me, folks. I have to adjust it some way, you know, sitting around or whatever, you know. And I think it's a lot better than standing there holding a phone out. I'd rather do it that way than hold the phone out. But that lemon pepper chicken will be done in about 60 minutes. Some people do theirs on 40. I'm doing mine on 60. but I like to make sure chicken's done. And I may even have to flip it, folks, you know, to make sure it doesn't burn. But yeah, we got a big old snake down that comes down in the pen down there and eats all the eggs. My little hen, Jed, I call it Jed and Ellie Mae. The rooster's Jed and the hen's name's Ellie Mae. Well, she had laid a whole bunch of eggs. You know how sometimes you get tied up doing other things and you don't exactly gather the eggs like you should. Sometimes you let them sit. Well, that's what I did, and that's how come the snake come in the pen, folks. But I went down there one day and I was going to water them, and there he laid right next to the heater that we usually heat the chickens with in the winter time. Because we usually just leave the heater in there, you know, to give the heater shelter, because we don't really have a whole lot of places to store our stuff, so we store the chickens as heater and stuff down in their pen. But anyway, that snake was laying there staring at me. And I'm sure glad I didn't walk in there, because he was laying in a spot where you would have had to walk right up to him to see him. But I happened to spot him, and he was sitting there staring at me. And I thought, well, I'm going to take the water hose and spray him. You know, because I don't know, he could be the type of snake that would want to chase me. And I didn't want to take a chance on that, folks. But anyway, my husband's at an auction, and the geese and other chickens are all doing fine so far. We had to wind up putting Dorothy, our black chicken that stays out here with the bannies. Remember I told you a predator killed her sister? Well, we wound up having to put her in a cage at night, because I had her out there loose one night, and one of the predators got a hold of her out there, and I don't know what kept it from killing her, but it was out there, she was struggling to get away from it and stuff, and I happened to hear it. So I went out there, and her pen was sitting out there. I went out there and put her up. I stuck her in her pen so that predator couldn't hurt her. But I hope y'all are having a nice day and a blessed day too, folks. This world sure is getting in a bad shape, ain't it, folks? It's a good thing that we got the good Lord to watch over us. I don't know if you all heard it or not, but it was online. That's how come me to see it. Canada made the Bible illegal, folks. Wouldn't that be awful if they done that all over the United States and we didn't have no choice any way to worship our God, knowing that one of these days he's going to come back, folks, and judge us all for the wrongdoings that we do. But that would be awful. I would hate to think that we would get in a position where we wasn't allowed to pray without getting locked up, or join a church service without getting locked up. But I tell you, folks, the way things are looking now, if they've done that up in Canada, it's looking like things are starting to get a whole lot worse now. And we do not know what's going to happen next, folks, from one day to the next. And then they got that politics up there. That's all they talk about, and they argue amongst each other about politics, folks. Everybody worries about everything except for whether their name is going to be in the book of life when they die, folks. You know what I mean? I thought about that one day and I was wanting to share that with you folks. We all sit around, we worry about the little bitty things that we shouldn't even be worried about. Because one of these days, folks, we're going to stand before God. And if our name is not written in the book of life, guess what, folks? That means that we're going to be eternally separated from God if our names aren't in the book of life. And that's going to be a sad situation. But anyway, folks, I hope you guys have a good day and a blessed day too. I just wanted to get on here, and I couldn't share every single thing with you folks because I don't have a whole lot of room in this kitchen and not too many choices as to where to set you to film. And like I tried to raise the skillet up there and show you the chicken after it was all done, you know, the way I fixed it. But I couldn't get it up there all the way because the way the camera's positioned and everything. And I apologize for that, folks. Well, I hope you guys have a good evening and a blessed evening too. You got this, folks. You're awesome. Bye.